All right, everybody. Welcome to week 2 of our NFL picks. Hopefully you guys made some money alongside us betting in week 1. And let's take a look about how we did last week betting. Look at my card. I was one bad beat away from a clean sweep that Titans game. And I was just so disappointed. There was 51 points scored with like 18 minutes left in the game. And both teams scored to fail entirely in the fourth quarter. We had 2 missed field goals left on the board. I missed extra point. Like, these should be easy points. This over should have easily hit. At one point, the live over was like 65. So that was disappointing that I couldn't get the clean sweep. But I'm pretty happy that the rest of my bets hit, including our lock of the week, our play of the week, the Niners-Rams teaser that had 3 units on it. So I'll be happy just to be up some units this week, and I'll forget about that Titans-Cardinals over.
My card was a little bit of another story. Ian carried this week for sure. Very happy our lock of the week hit because I put 2 units on that. So that pretty much evened out my week. Just lost a little bit to the juice, but the Washington football team was a bad game for us. I'm still upset about it. Ryan Fitzpatrick got hurt, but I just need to send out an apology to all the Chargers fans out there. They were much better than I thought. Justin Herbert, especially, he looked insane.
That guy is the real deal. You guys had it right all along. We should have watched a little bit more film on Herbert because his passes are so sharp. His accuracy is unparalleled. I was really impressed with what I saw. And we'll keep that in mind next time we're betting on the Chargers.
Yeah, so I will not be fading the Chargers this week, but I'm same deal as with the Patriots. I was really upset about that one too. 2 red zone fumbles. I thought they were right in there. I thought Mac Jones played great. That was just another bad beat. -2.5. Even if they had the field goal at the end, they would have lost. So yeah, I just got to do some more analysis this week. Yes. We like our picks though. The big thing was though the lock of the week hit.
Mm-hmm. And that's a game the Patriots should have won anyways, if not covered, but you got to not force those turnovers and keep controlling the ball. That's very unlike a Belichick team. I expect them to bounce back pretty soon. But NFL betting wasn't the only thing that we had some success on. We also had a great day betting college football. We don't have as much of an in-depth analysis for these, so we don't post out a video on YouTube, but we still tweet our picks out on Twitter. And as you can see, we had a clean sweep going up 5.5 units with our lock of the week again hitting with Mississippi State money line as underdogs at home. So you really should be following our Twitter account at Profit of Picks to keep up with all our latest bets and keep winning money alongside of us. In addition to our college football picks, I tweet out a lot of things like when FanDuel and DraftKings post promotions and boost their odds. I post out tweets where I found you guys have our arbitrage opportunities and risk-free opportunities to make some free money. So alongside with the college football bets, you also get other tweets that show you how to make money risk-free using these promotions. Yeah. So definitely worth the follow, among other reasons.
Yeah. In addition to that, the lines obviously change a ton throughout the week. Even in from last night to today, the week 2 NFL lines have changed a ton. So you definitely want to follow on Twitter because we'll post some early lines. We might post some later lines this week, just depending on the line changes. Mm-hmm. And it's just too hard to get out videos in like a quick enough fashion. So you definitely want to be on Twitter to get our picks, to get our early picks too, especially.
Yeah, the lines are going to change a lot within 7 days from Sunday to Sunday. For instance, on Friday, I bet the Chargers Cowboys over at 50.5. 2 days later, it's at 55, 56.5. So these lines are going to move. So you want to keep up to date with all the latest things on Twitter. And if a line does change in our favor in a way that we think it's advantageous to bet, we'll be posting it out on Twitter too. So definitely worth the follow. Yep. With that, we'll go into our favorite bets for week 2. So yeah, we really like the Chiefs this week at -2.5. It seems like this is weird to me. I never see the Chiefs favored by less than 3 points at the minimum, no matter who they're playing. But even so, I like this team. They're the best team in football. They love to win in September, especially. Patrick Mahomes has never lost in September. He's never even thrown an interception in September. This dude at the start of the season is just locked in so much. And you can look back just last year at the same matchup. It was week 3 instead of week 2. The Chiefs were at the Ravens, and they won by 14. So I really think the Chiefs are just going to do what they do, win ball games, throw deep bombs to Tyreek Hill and dump off to Travis Kelce for big yardages, and play stingy enough defenses. where they can stop this Ravens offense that might be hurting without a really star running back and without Lamar Jackson's real ability to throw the ball downfield into the sidelines. So honestly, if you ever get the Chiefs -3, -2.5, you got to take them, because I think worst case is you get the ball at Patrick Mahomes, 2-minute drill. Hey, go win us this football game, and he's going to go do that. -2.5 seems like a no-brainer. I love this pick this week.
Yeah, this is actually both of our locks of the week. So, like we mentioned last week, we really wanted you to take that 49ers-Rams teaser. This is the pick that if you're taking any of these, take the Chiefs -2.5. This line's probably going to get worse as the week goes on.
The later you wait, this line is going to move up quickly to -3 to -3.5. I bet you this ends about -4, -4.5. Depending on how the Ravens play tonight, especially. Yeah. But I really like the Chiefs here.
Yeah, and then with that, we'll move on to our other straight bet. And this is my pick. And I'm really liking the over in the Cowboys-Chargers game this week. I thought the Cowboys played great against a tough Buccaneers defense on Thursday night. They really lit them up. The Buccaneers it was just a shootout, honestly. Mm-hmm. But I thought the Cowboys offense looked great. That looked great. And then same with the Chargers passing offense. These are just two really good passing offenses with subpar defenses.
And they don't run the ball a lot. Like neither team ran the ball too much. So you're going to see a lot of air yards. You hopefully see a lot of points. If these quarterbacks don't turn the ball over, you're going to see 4 passing touchdowns each from these guys. It's going to be – I mean, the Cowboys secondary especially is bad. The Chargers have a pretty average defense, but the Cowboys just they don't have the defense, so they're going to need to put up a lot of points in order to compete with this Chargers team. That's exactly what we both see them doing. Another one of this line, too. This line's going to keep moving, too. People are loving on this over, so the sooner you watch this video and the sooner you make those bets, the more favorable lines you're going to get.
Yeah, you're going to want to take this one as soon as possible, and also in FanDuel, because it's about 2 points higher on DraftKings right now. Ian, like you mentioned, took it on Friday. He got it at 50.5. I got it at 50.1. 51.5 last night. So it already jumped up 2 points, and on DraftKings it's even higher. So you want to take this ASAP.
Yeah, that's a recurring theme with our picks. As you remember last week, we told you to bet the Niners at -7. That line ended at -9.5. The overs in our bet kept moving up. The football team, when we bet them, even though they lost, we bet them at +1. They moved to -2 point favorites by game time. So it seems like we're making the right picks in the eyes of where most of the bets are coming in. So the earlier you make these bets, the better chance you have of winning. With that, we'll go to our teaser bets for the week. My first one is this 2-pick 6-point teaser at -120. Patriots just to win the game. Cowboys +8.5. The Patriots, I don't think any rookie quarterback is ever going to have an easy time against a Bill Belichick ran defense, especially with how good this Patriots defense is. You saw how Zach Wilson struggled against the Panthers, throwing picks, looking really rattled at times. It's only going to be worse playing this defense with star cornerbacks and a stout front seven. Bill Belichick is going to throw some schemes at this kid that he's never seen before. I really like the Patriots to win this game and probably even to cover, but I'm just in case, I just no doubt in my mind the Patriots win this game. And the Cowboys against the Chargers, we just talked about it. A lot of points going to be scored, a lot of passing. I think this game is going to be close no matter who wins. I think these are two really good teams that are fighting for playoff spots. They're both going to come out and compete. So I like the Cowboys just to not lose by 2 scores. Just keep this game close in a 1-score game, which I think Dak can do, as you just saw he did against the really good Buccaneers team. So I think these two teams teased together is a really good pick. Also, the lines aren't out yet, but I feel like if you bet Zach Wilson to throw an interception this game, it's just about free money. I don't see a way that he doesn't throw a pick this game, but that's not on the card. It could be later. Check Twitter. But for now, it's a teaser that I really like.
Yeah, I love this teaser too. I just don't want to tail the Patriots again and fade the Chargers and lose once again. I do think the Cowboys will definitely cover +8.5, and I think the Patriots are pretty much a lock to win. But I just can't lose on the same teams I lost on last week.
Can't make the same mistakes 2 weeks in a row.
Those Chargers fans are already brutal. But anyways, we'll move on to my teaser. I have Cincinnati and Denver. I think the Broncos at even line against the Jaguars should just definitely cover.
Just win the game.
Or definitely just win the game. Their defense is stacked. They played amazing against the Giants this week. They made them look terrible. And the Jaguars looked terrible against who I thought was the worst team in the league.
Trevor Lawrence struggled against that secondary. Then I can't imagine how he's going to deal with guys like Kyle Fuller and Justin Simmons that are just just way better competition than he's ever seen in his life. So just got to win the game. I think, again, -6, they probably cover that one too. That's a line that's also moving up. I bet that Broncos at -2.5. It's already at -6 now. I expect that line to keep moving up in the Broncos' favor. But
I also like the Bengals with the +6 to move to +9 overall against the Bears. Honestly, I really wanted to pick the Bengals money line even. So if you could tease them up to +9 against Chicago's secondary looked horrible last night. Eddie Jackson is supposed to be our best secondary player, and he just looked clueless on the field. And Jalen Johnson dropped a pick too. Like, the Bears secondary is terrible. Bengals have a great passing attack.
Yeah.
They're going to put points on the board. Even if they lose, it's going to be a closer game. So I love this teaser right here. Just Broncos to win and Bengals to lose by less than 9, really.
Yeah, I echo everything Kyle said. I think the Bengals could win this game outright. +9. All you got to do is stay competitive. I think that's exactly what they'll do. And then with that, we'll go to our last pick, my 3-team 10-point teaser. I got the Bengals in there too. Like I said, these guys I think are going to compete. Got that Cowboys Chargers over. That line's been moving a lot, so I wanted to tease that thing down a lot as well. And then again, the Jacksonville Jaguars to lose to the Broncos, or at least only win by 3. Again, 10 points is a lot. If you're making a 10-point teaser, it better look good. So I really like this one. I don't think the Bears can beat any team in the league by 2 touchdowns, let alone a pretty competent Bengals offense. Cowboys Chargers 45 seems like one of these teams is going to score 30 points, it seems like. And one of them is going to score 20, I think 50 points at the minimum this game. So 45 seems like a really safe number. And again, this Broncos team, I expect Trevor Lawrence to be throwing a lot of interceptions this game. Really looking clueless against this Vic Fangio-led defense. He just seems to really know how to scheme against quarterbacks, especially young ones. So I think he's going to look really good. And Teddy Bridgewater looked really sharp, actually, against the Giants, who have a pretty good defense themselves. So this Broncos team looking like they're really trending upwards, while this Jaguars team, they only won 1 game last year. They drafted Trevor Lawrence and then Travis Etienne, who's hurt. So they haven't had a ton of tangible improvements on offense. So they're still one of the worst teams in the league. If they lose, that's perfect. And even if they win by 3 points, which I still have a hard time seeing, this bet still wins. So I think this one looks really good. With that, we'll take a look at our cards.
Yeah. Or just one thing to add on, me and Ian are obviously on the same page with a lot of these picks.
Yeah.
And with just a little note on the Bears, I think you should definitely fade them until Andy Dalton is no longer the starter. Justin Fields, I know he only played like 3 snaps or 4, whatever. He looked great in those snaps, though. 2 completions, rush touchdown. I just think the Bears don't even look that ready to play. The team seems demoralized. I feel like they're all kind of ready for Justin Fields to come in. So I think you should fade them until he does.
Yeah, they're not playing with a lot of enthusiasm because they all know they're just putting in a substitute quarterback right now. They're not trying to win, it seems like.
All right, and then we'll jump to our cards like Ian mentioned.
Yeah, again, play of the week, baby. Chiefs -2.5. That line is not going to be that way for long. Patrick Mahomes in September has an immaculate record. I don't think he's going to lose to this Ravens team that seems to not really be with a running back one right now. They went into Baltimore last year with relatively the same team, if not a worse team, and beat them by 14. I expect them to take care of business again. And then these 2 teasers, Patriots against the Jets. Bill Belichick hates losing to the Jets more than anybody. I don't see him losing against a rookie quarterback and a rookie head coach. And the Cowboys playing a competitive game against a really good Chargers team too. But I think that's going to be a 1-score game regardless of who wins that one. So I really like the Cowboys at +8.5. And then my 10-point teaser, the Bengals. The Bears aren't going to beat them by 2 touchdowns. That's not happening. Dallas Chargers over, teased down to 45. A lot of points in that game, a lot of throwing. And especially when you're throwing the ball that often, the clock is not running on incompletion. So you're either getting big pass plays that put you down the field quicker, or you get incompletions that stop the clock. So love the over this game. And the Broncos +4. This is a team that's trending upwards, that's playing a Jaguars team that is proven to be time and time again the worst team in the league. So I think +4 is a very safe line for them too. I really like that teaser as well, even though that's my lowest unit. Just because when you keep adding more and more teams to a teaser, while it always looks great, you get more variability and more unpredictability. So I'm only throwing 1 unit on that one.
Then let's take a look at my card. Like Ian mentioned, we love the Chiefs this week at -2.5. I'm putting 3 units on that. I'm going to try to dig myself out of this minus 0.3 from last week. Also, Cowboys Chargers. I already have that bet in. As soon as you watch this video, put that bet in because that line's changing right now. I'm putting 2 units on that. Those are 2 very high scoring offenses. Chargers are a little bit better on defense than the Cowboys, but overall, the secondaries aren't great. And then the teaser bet. Love the Bengals, like them to win outright, even just trying to play this one a little safer. And then Broncos to beat who looked like the worst team in the league last week. Yeah. Seems like a lock to me, but we're only going to put 1 unit on that because, like you mentioned, teasers, a little bit more variability.
Yeah, and something I want to say too is our cards are very similar in terms of the teams we're betting on, and we create our picks independently of each other. We just both like a lot of the same things this week. We're looking at the same line, so we're picking out our favorite bets. They just happen to be the same thing for the most part. But we got a lot riding on the Chiefs this week. The total combined 6 units on them. Again, give me Patrick Mahomes. Guy doesn't lose in September. If the Chiefs just cover, then the rest of our cards, we're positive in total. So we'll look for them to win. That's why if you can take 1 bet this week, you should be taking those guys.
Yeah. As always, remember to like and subscribe. We hope you guys enjoyed this video. And we love you guys in the comments last week.
Oh, you guys are great.
Even if you're just blowing up our picks, if you hated them, we still love the comments. We want some interaction with the community.
Yeah, tell us what you think. If you think our picks are garbage, let us know. If you love them, still let us know. We love interacting with you guys in the comment section, so keep that up. And good luck this week in week 2 with your bets. I think we're all going to make a lot of money if we tail these cards, so go get them, guys.
All right. Watch the football team Thursday night. Let's go.